top tonight, a pair of female jail workers under arrest tonight accused of having sexual relations with inmates. The BSO employees worked the midnight shift.
And that's when investigators say they engaged in sexual contact with two male inmates. Local 10 News reporter Amy Viteri live in Pompano Beach with our top story tonight. Amy.
Well, Janine, Calvin, at last check, neither of those women are in the system here after being held at the Paul Ryan Detention Center all day. Two jailers booked into jail after a 2-month-long investigation outlined in these arrest documents in which detectives say the women put themselves and the public at great risk.
Broward Jail employees Tara Clark and Janice Sisnow were paid to keep an eye on inmates in the North Broward Detention Facility where they work. But Wednesday, the jailers became inmates themselves.
We're not going to tolerate, misconduct and illegal activities by those that are sworn to serve the public and protect.
Sheriff Scott Israel says his office arrested the pair following a 2-month investigation by the BSO's Public Corruption Unit. After getting a tip, the women were having inappropriate contact with two jail inmates, Frankie Quinn and Carlton Lowe.
Well, let me make this perfectly clear. This was a serious security breach.
Detectives say Clark, a 37-year-old sworn detention deputy, and 26-year-old Sisnow, a civilian detention technician, faked work logs to make it seem they were doing inmate head counts and bed checks. Instead, investigators say inmate Quinn is seen rubbing the arms, hands, legs, and inner thighs of Deputy Clark, who puts her head in inmate Quinn's groin area. The arrest affidavit says during another shift, the same inmate spent more than 4.5 hours in the locked control room with the female employees.
We're talking about inmates who were in jail for armed robbery, robbery with a firearm, and escape.
This is Carlton Lowe in 2012 after Fort Lauderdale police arrested him for trying to rob someone at gunpoint. According to the affidavit for Wednesday's arrest, neither of the inmates should have been out of their locked units, let alone inside a secure control room. A breach there could have led to the escape of numerous inmates.
You're never going to take the human element out of who you hire. That's why we have internal affairs divisions.
And the sheriff's office says Quinn has now been transferred to state prison, which was part of his original sentence. Lowe remains in the detention facility, but is spending 30 days in confinement. As for the women, both of them are facing several third-degree official misconduct charges. Those are felony charges, and they are also suspended without pay. We're live in North Broward at the Paul Ryan Detention Center. Amy Viteri, Local 10 News.